Hello everyone, this is Krishna Gopal Sharma, lecturer in Mechanical Department of Pravin Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. In today's video session, we are going to discuss about rotameter, which is a flow measuring device. So let's start with the objective. The purpose of this presentation is to develop a better understanding of rotameter, its working and its use on domestic and industrial scale. So let's see the content for today's discussion. Today we will come to know about rotameter, its working principle, construction, working, advantage, disadvantage and its uses. Now let's start with the rotameter. What is rotameter? Rotameter is also known as variable area meter because its area gradually increases from bottom side to upper side in V shape. Here, why I am saying that bottom to upper side is because it is installed in vertical position only. And why it is installed in vertical position, that we will discuss later in working section. So it is a device used to measure fluid flow in which a float rises in a tapered vertical tube to a height dependent on the rate of flow through the tube. Okay, what is float, tapered glass tube? All these we will see one by one. Now let's see the working principle of rotameter. It is a variable area meter which works on the principle of upthrust force exerted on fluid and force of gravity. So what is upthrust force? It is a force that only exists in liquids. As the name suggests, upthrust, it is a push type force that always goes straight up against the direction of gravity. And you can also see from the figure that what I have told earlier about position and shape of rotameter, that its shape gradually increases from bottom to upper side and it is in V shape. See here. Okay, let's start the construction of rotameter. Its construction is very simple. It consists of a tapered glass tube in which float is placed. So let's see some different type of tapered tube and float used in rotameter. First we will see tapered glass tube. Tapered glass tube. They are safety shielded glass tube which are in general used for measuring both liquid and gases. Metal tube, which are used where opaque liquid are used or temperature or pressure requirement is quite high. As we all know that metal can withstand high temperature and pressure. There are plastic tubes are also used in which some rotameter designs due to their low cost and high impact strength. I would like to add one more point here, that on tapered tube scale is directly mounted, so we can get the readings easily. Now we will see the floats. Floats are made up of metals like aluminium, lead. They are also made up of glass, plastics, etc. But stainless steel floats are commonly used. Their shape and properties are also varied for different applications. For small flow, floats are in spherical shape. Here we can see different type of floats. Now let's see the working of rotameter. When the fluid enters the tapered tube, some of the fluid strikes directly to the float. Some of the fluid passes from side. The two forces acting in this case are upthrust force, which we have discussed earlier, and weight of the float. When the fluid enters the tapered glass tube, it passes from down to upside, due to which float rises upward, and we can directly take the reading from the scale mounted on the tapered glass tube. Here we can measure the flow rate. Let's see how we can measure the flow rate. The flow rate is measured directly from calibrated scale. The reading is noted generally from end point of cap of the float. See here, from here to here. Now let's see the advantage of the rotameter. In rotameter, no external power is required of any type, electrical, or we cannot use fuel also, as we have to directly install it at the two ends of the pipelines. It is also manufactured of cheap material. Since the area of flow passage increases as the float moves up the tube, the scale is approximately linear. I would like to add some more advantage here, that we can directly see the process, as the glass tube is transparent and there is no need of external source for reading purpose, as scale is directly mounted on the tapered glass tube. Now let's see the disadvantage of rotameter. Its disadvantages are impact of gravity, accuracy of rotameter due to the speed of flow, uncertainty of the measurement, and we have to install it in vertical position only, because if we installed it in horizontal position, then the float will not come to rest position. Now let's see the conclusion of the rotameter. It is used to measure the flow of gases and air at low flow rates. Then, when cost is the main consideration, when the high accuracy is not required. Okay, this is all about in today's video session. Thank you all.